Kiki presents Sculptural Felt.
Hi Kiki readers, I'm Lindsey and I'm going to talk to you about working with felt and gluing it together to make sculptural elements like these horns or ears or any other fun felt sculptures you can think of. Are you ready? Let's get started.
So real quick, what you'll need is to make a shape that you want to be your ear or horn or whatever you're working on. And before you cut it out, add a ½ inch to the bottom and then make a duplicate of that shape. So you want two of it. And then you're also going to need a fabric oval that is a little bit larger than your shape that you're going to glue inside of it to make it stand up on its own. So I already have my ear pieces and horn pieces prepared. Starting from a ½ inch from the bottom, I put a line of glue as close to the edge as possible with fabric tack glue. And remember, this glue is kind of thick, so you may have to squeeze it kind of hard and just be patient with it. And then I'm going to take the glue all the way around to the other edge so that there's still a ½ inch left right above the bottom on that piece. And now you can go ahead and put the dry piece on top of the piece that you just glued and go ahead and press that down and secure it. But remember, the bottom you should have a ½ inch opening that has no glue on it. So just like your earpieces, you're going to start a ½ inch from the bottom and you're going to do a thin line of glue around until you have a ½ inch on the other side. And just a little tip, if you are taking a break from gluing, if you want to leave your glue bottle on its side, you won't have to shake it so hard for the glue to come out when you want to start gluing again. Just don't let your glue leak out everywhere. Once you're sure that your line of glue has completely dried, you can go ahead and stuff your pieces. You can use stuffing or tissues or plastic bags. Right here I'm using pieces of a scrap t-shirt. Probably like actual stuffed animal batting would give you the best shape, but anything that you can think of that would make good stuffing. And you're going to stuff it till it's pretty full. And you can check for any cracks or holes like in the glue seam, and you can fix that at this time. Now with your extra oval of fabric, you want to cut a hole in the middle that's of a comparable size to the opening of your stuffed ear. So just a little bit smaller. And you know, fabric stretches and moves. But so you're going to cut an oval in the middle of your fabric oval that is just a little bit smaller than the opening. And then go ahead and try and fit it around the edges like that so that it's sticking out. So you just want to make sure that you can fold it over and that there's no like gaps in between the ear and the oval piece. You don't want to be able to see through that. Okay, so where you stuck your earpiece through the oval hole that you cut out, you're going to fold over that ½ inch that you left unglued, and you're actually going to glue that to the underside of that oval piece. So you're going to fold over both edges of your ear and glue them onto the oval piece. So if you think about it, you only have to glue your felt pieces twice. You glue the ear or horn pieces together, and then you glue that shape to the inside of your oval piece. And that's what's going to make it stand up. When you glue your pieces together, you may have to pinch them a second, especially when you're gluing that opening of your earpiece to this oval piece. You may just have to pinch it there for a second until the glue sets. So I'm just going to let you watch what I'm doing for a second in case what I'm saying is a little bit confusing. Okay, so now we have the freestanding shape, and you could glue that to, you know, your hoodie or whatever else that you're working on. You would glue the oval to whatever surface that you're working on, and that'll make the ear shape stand up on its own. Make sure that when you're gluing the oval part that you put a lot of glue on that part, since it's going to be the thing that holds up the sculptural piece. So now we're going to go through the same process that we just went through with the ear, but we're going to do it with the horn. So maybe this time, if you've been watching this video, you could follow along and try and do it with the video if it was a little bit confusing. So I've got my ½ inch opening at the bottom, and then I'm stuffing it with my extra t-shirt pieces, and you can use, you know, your stuffed animal batting or plastic bags or whatever you have, tissues to stuff it with. And because the horn is so skinny, I actually used a pencil to kind of push it up in there. And you can see I found a couple of cracks that I'm just fixing with the glue. And if that's the case, you'll have to stop for a second and just let it dry. But so the pencil will actually kind of push the stuffing down into those tiny areas so that you can get the horn shape instead of the ball of the ear shape. Okay, so now I'm kind of eyeballing how big to make the hole in the middle of my oval. And remember, you want it just a little bit smaller than the mouth of your ear or your horn so that you can fold it up around it and there won't be any spaces. Okay, so stick it inside and make sure there's no gaps. And then you fold over those half-inch pieces that had no glue. And you go ahead and you glue those pieces to the oval. Are you working on your felt sculptures at home? How are they coming along? Don't worry if you make a mistake or it doesn't look exactly the same as it does on this video. Just have fun trying and maybe you can find ways to make your own felt sculptures. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit again, just so that you can see the gluing, but that you don't have to sit there and watch how slow it takes to get the glue out. Remember when gluing this shape to your hoodie to put a lot of glue on that oval because that's what's going to hold it up on your hoodie. So there you have it. That's how you make sculptural elements with felt and glue. Pretty easy and pretty fun. And here's an image of how we use the horns and the ears in the magazine. When you finish with your projects, make sure to take some pictures and send them to us at submissions@kikimag.com. We look forward to seeing your creations. Also, remember to visit our website at kikimag.com often for cool opportunities and fun things to inspire you.
Good luck on your project and have a super day.
The end.